A wall of flames rips through a Mississauga townhouse complex early this morning, sending neighbors running out of their homes. Dozens of firefighters called to the scene of the three-alarm blaze, difficult to contain as it jumped from house to house. Luckily, there were no fatalities, but several people had to be treated by paramedics at the scene. 2 firefighters were also injured and transported to hospital. 25 residents in 9 units left displaced at a townhouse complex near Bloor and Dixie, including a family of Syrian refugees who came to Canada less than 2 years ago. Investigators are now looking into the blaze and a prior disturbing incident at the home to see if there are any connections between the two.
Immediately I told Judy, Oday, Marina, fire. First thing to save my family.
Khalid Alawad fled his home with the 4 most important things in his life: his wife, 2 daughters and son. All of his other belongings left behind in this now charred house on Bloor Street near Dixie after the fire that started around 2 a.m. gutted their home. He noticed the flames when he looked out the window of the backyard and quickly sprang to action, getting his family to safety and notifying neighbors. The family came to Canada from Syria in January 2016 and spent the last year and a half building their lives here.
Now I built my life in this 20 months when I entered Canada with my family. I built it is very good, and I feel myself as I grow up like now destroyed everything, and I fell down to 0 or maybe under 0.
The father of 3 says he saw the flames on the lower part of his unit. At the height of the fire, officials say 65 firefighters were called to the scene as the flames continued to progress even hours later. The cause has yet to be determined, but officials are now investigating, and the office of the fire marshal has been notified.
This fire, it spread very quickly in the attic spaces and along the roof, and it was certainly a difficult fire to be able to attack.
Hours before this blaze, another scare for the Alawad family. Shortly before 5 p.m. yesterday, Khalid says a man came to their home saying the bike in front of the house belonged to him. Then he tried to force his way in.
He is very strong. He broke the door, and he broke the frame and the wall, and he opened around 50% the door. He said, "No, I will go 2 minutes. I will bring my friends, and I Syrian refugee, and who's brought you and your family." And he said a lot of bad words, but some words I don't understand.
Khalid says he called police and the man left. Peel police, who were also on the scene today, are looking into the incident.
Whether or not that incident has anything to do with what took place early this morning is yet to be determined, and our officers have been canvassing the area since early this morning in an attempt to gather that information.
The Alawad family has started a GoFundMe page to start rebuilding their lives. Meanwhile, they are staying with a family friend. The Burnham Thorpe Community Center in Mississauga has opened its doors for any families displaced by this fire. Now, fire officials credit the quick thinking of neighbors for everyone's safety today. Ahead on City News, I'll tell you about the quick thinking resident whose heroic actions saved lives.